Good day, everyone. Today I'll be doing a live ICT strategy backtesting. It is provided from BacktestBull. So he showed us an ICT strategy, and he claims that this strategy has 50% win rate. Yeah, and his risk to reward ratio is 1-3. So pretty good. And here are some rules. So basically, first of all, the price has to take the 15 minutes liquidity. But actually about the liquidity, he mentions what liquidity types we have. So a trend line liquidity, an equal highs lows, or Asian session highs and lows. But in the examples, in the two examples he showed us, he showed only trade type from basically liquidity taking the Asian high or low. So that is exactly what I'm gonna be doing. I won't look at the trend line liquidity and equal highs and lows, because basically that is what he showed, only the Asian session highs and lows. So the rules, basically the 15 minutes liquidity, which is basically the Asian session high or low. Then we have to see a market structure change on 5 minutes, break of structure, and entry would be based on 3 or 2 or 1 minute fair value gap, right? So a trading time only London session, so that is pretty neat, and aim at least 3 RR, so that is it. So let's go onto the chart. As you can see, I am on my chart and I've got the rules written right here. So again, Asian low or high taken, then 5 minutes break of structure, and 3, 2 or 1 minute fair value gap, and always take profit at 1-3 RR. So we can begin by going I think 2 weeks in time. So that would be our Monday, and previous Monday is right here. So what we could do is go back to this time, and I have a few indicators which will help you to follow my video, my backtesting. So first of all, what we have is the indicator to show me the Asian session and the London session. So this yellow box is the Asia session, and this blue line is the London session. So I'll be able to see when London session starts, and I'll be able to see the high and low of the Asian session. And the next tool is the basically using it to see a fair value gap. So as you can see, it shows us basically the fair value gaps. So we can begin our backtesting. We have Asian session high and low. We can see that the low was taken. We can mark it just like that. And let's see if we have 5 minutes market structure change. So liquidity was taken right here. Price went to the upside. I don't know if he would class this as BOS, the break of structure, because basically it is a down closing candle. Yeah, as you can see, it didn't close above. So I'll skip this. And let's see if we have any market structure change right here. We have one. Market went, basically it was taken 3 times the liquidity, 1, 2, 3, right? We've made 3 lows below the Asian low. So we've made our BOS, and let's see if we have any fair value gap. Let's go first to the 3 minutes time frame, and as you can see, yes, we have. We put a long entry right here, put the stop loss below swing low, and aim for 3 RR, just like that. And let's see what happens. We are not stopped, we are stopped. So okay, that's a losing trade, not a problem. Let's go to the next one. Let's wait for another Asia session and London session. I think I should switch to a higher time frame to do it quicker. So we have our Asia session. Let's mark the high and low. Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. So the high was not taken, as you can see right here. The low was taken right over here. And we don't see any market structure change yet. Still no market structure change because we didn't take at least this high, and we don't have any pivots here. Let's see. We've made new low. And basically we are out because the London session ended and we didn't have any setup given to us. So let's go to the next day. Let's wait for another Asia session. Here we go. Zoom in right now. We have again Asian session high, low. The high was taken like that. So it was taken once. We came back above this high again, and here's our market structure change like that. And do we see any fair value gap right here? Yes, we have one here. So as you can see, price already reacted pretty aggressively, so it went to the downside. But the fair value gap, basically the entry is right here, right? So we didn't get any entry. The entry was right here. And yeah, it was actually on London session. So I guess we would take this trade and aim for free RR. Let's see what happens. So that is a winning trade. So as you can see, the entry was given. We haven't been stopped out and the TP was ahead. So that is a winning trade. Let's go to the another day. Wait again for the Asia session. We got it. Zoom in. 5 minutes. As you can see, the low was taken first. We've got a market structure change right here. So as you can see, the price broke the high right here, and we have a fair value gap right over here. So an entry would be here, the stop loss below this swing low basically, and we aim for free RR, but it is obvious that we are being stopped out. So that is a losing trade. Right now, I think it's 2 losing and 1 winning trade. Let's see what market gives to us the next day. And again, we have Asia session. Let's see. The high is being taken first. So the liquidity is grabbed. We have a market structure change right over here. So yeah, the entry is right here on the first fair value gap. The stop loss just above the swing high. Oops. And we aim for free RR. And that is it. Let's see what is the result. And the TP is taken. As you can see, we took the trade on the London session, and that was a profitable trade. So let's move to another day. Asian session created. Liquidity is not taken yet. Liquidity is taken. Let's mark it like that. And let's see if we have any market structure change. As you can see, we don't yet. So we have this high, it must be broken for a market structure change. And what do we have here? I wouldn't claim this as a market structure change because, well, we have a tight range, and this high must be broken for a BOS for me, right? Well, right now this high should be broken, but yeah, it is the end of London session, so we didn't get any entry. So the setup was not triggered. Let's go to another day. Asian session is created. Zoom in. Let's see. The low was taken, liquidity. And let's see if we have any market structure change. We don't yet. And actually we have here the low. Okay, the high is taken, right? So we have a price going to the upside, retracing, and breaking this high, right? So let's go to the 3 minutes time frame. What do we see here? We don't see any. Oh, actually we do. This is a fair value gap, if I'm not mistaken. Right now I am being a little confused. No, actually we don't have any fair value gap because of this tight range. It's kind of hard to see. We don't have on 2 minutes, and on 1 minute time frame, what do we see here is, yeah, right, we have a fair value gap. It is right over here, so the entry would be here, the stop loss below the swing low, aiming for free RR, but obviously we are being stopped out, so that is another losing trade. But let's see, what do we have, what market brings to us on another day. Asian session created. Let's zoom in to 5 minutes. And right, so the low of the Asian session is taken. And let's see if we have a market structure break. The low, the high, the retracement, and here's the, oops, here is the market structure change. We don't have any fair value gap on 5 minutes. Let's see if we have one here. Yes, this is a fair value gap, a valid one. Be aware that I am taking the entry only below the BOS, so I'm looking for the fair value gap only below BOS, because basically that is my own rule. And yeah, that is it. So basically taking the entry only below the BOS, aiming for the free RR. Oops, let's do it like that. And let's see what is the result. So we are being stopped out. So that is a losing trade. Let's go to 30 minutes and wait for another Asian session. So here we have one. Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. And we can see we have a liquidity is grabbed. And I would argue that this is a break of structure. But I do really think that the guy that showed the strategy would say that this is a market structure change. Let's see if we have any fair value gaps on 3 minutes. Yes, we do. So that is our entry, and we are being stopped. So that is a losing trade. Let's see if we have any more winning trades. And it is today, I guess. Yeah, that's right. So let's look at the results. If we have a setup today, the low is taken. Here is our BOS. Right, so swing high is being taken. So an entry would be on the fair value gap, and we don't have any here. and we have a tiny one right here. So that is our entry. And obviously we are being stopped out. So right now let's look at the results. So as you can see, I'm being totally transparent. I don't really care if this strategy works or not. Basically, because I don't trade live funds with it. If it is profitable, then I will. As you can see, we are being stopped out. So that is a losing one. So let me write it down. Wins and losses. So one loss. No trigger to enter the trade. Here is the winning, like that. Another losing trade. And what is it? What is it? It is a winning one. So far 50-50. No trigger. Again, no trigger. That is a losing one. And that is another losing. And what is it? Another losing trade, right? So as you can see, we have the results: 2 wins, 5 losses. And let me right now calculate if that would be profitable with 1 to 3 RR. So very simply, we had 2 wins. That means that we would make 6% on our account if we would risk on every trade 1%. And we lost 5. So that would be a 1% gain on 2 weeks. So that is for you to decide if it's a good strategy. If I did something wrong, write it down in the comments. And that way, if you want, I can look into the strategy a lot deeper. And I would try to make it a better strategy, basically to give it better results. And I would update you on that. And yeah, that is it. I'll do a lot more videos like that, backtesting another, basically other people's strategies and showing if they're lying or not. And that is it for today. Hope you liked it and see you later. Bye.